there is A, there is B, and there is a net. At the start, A is 12.5 meters away. B is also 12.5 meters away. And when there is a rally, the ball goes from A to B once, from B to A again, and this process repeats for 5 times. So the total distance traveled by the ball in the first rally is 5 into 12.5 plus 12.5, that is 25 into 2. Because each rally involves 5 shots from each player. So the first rally, A will hit to the net, the ball will cross the net and go to B, and the ball will again come back to the net and come back to A. So the total distance traveled is 5 times that, so 5 times 25 into 2. This is the first rally. What is the distance traveled by the ball in the second rally? In the second rally, it will be again 5 and again 2. But in the middle, because they are not 12.5 meters away from the net, now both of them have come slightly closer to the net. They have come 75 centimeters closer to the net. So now the distance is only 11.75 meters. Similarly, over here also there is 11.75 meters. So now the total distance traveled by the net in the second rally is 5 into 2 into, instead of 25, you will decrease it by 1.5. So this becomes 23.5. In the third rally, it will be plus 5 into, again decrease it by 1.5, because now the distance will be only 11 meters. They will again come 75 centimeters closer. So this will be 11 plus 11. So this will be 22 into 2 and so on. So if you are trying to find the sum of this series, the sum will be, you take 5 into 2 common, because they are common for all the terms. It will be 25 plus 23.5 plus 22 plus dot 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 till it becomes close to 0. And what will the last term be? If you look at it, after every 2 terms, 3 is being decreased. So you will have 22, after that you will have 19 after 2 terms, then you will have 16, then you will have 13, then 10, 7, 4, and the last term will be 1. So you have to find the sum of this series. This series is clearly an arithmetic progression. How many terms are there in this arithmetic progression? Only if you are looking at the sum which is in the brackets. The first term is 1, the last term is 25, and the common difference is 1.5. So the number of terms in the series will be 25 minus 1 divided by 1.5 plus 1. That is 25 minus 1 is 24 divided by 1.5 plus 1. So that will be 16 plus 1, which is 17 terms. So this series, the term inside the bracket is an arithmetic progression which has 17 terms. Now once you know the first term and the last term of an arithmetic progression, and you know the number of terms in an arithmetic progression, finding its sum is very easy. You have to just calculate the average of the first and the last terms. In this case, it will be 25 plus 1 by 2, which is 13, and multiply it with the number of terms. That is, in an arithmetic progression, if you are calculating the sum, you should know the number of terms. In this case, it will be n, and you multiply it with the first term plus the last term divided by 2. That will be the sum of an arithmetic progression. In this case, the number of terms is 17, and the average is 25 plus 1 by 2, so that is 13. So the sum is 221. Now you multiply it with 5 and 2, so the 5 into 2 is 10. So the total distance traveled by the ball is 2210 meters.